What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Fantasy Tomorrow. It's already week 14, which means that the playoffs are right around the corner, so it's very important that we get our waiver wire claims correct and our streamers, we know who we're going to go to. So let's dive into who my favorite waiver wire picks are for this week and who my favorite streamers are. Let's start by just mentioning that this is the last week with teams on bye, as the Colts, Dolphins, Patriots, and Eagles all have their bye weeks this week. But moving into my top 5 waiver wire pickups, I really like KJ Osborn as my favorite guy this week. He's a wide receiver for the Vikings. And that's because with Adam Thielen set to miss time with a high ankle sprain, Osborn becomes the de facto number 2 receiver for the Vikings and should be able to produce some solid numbers in Thielen's place. My number 2 guy is another receiver, Russell Gage of the Falcons. Gage is getting peppered with targets in recent weeks, seeing 8, 7, and 12 targets the past 3 weeks, and he has turned those targets into double-digit fantasy points the last 2 weeks, making him a very solid add if you need a receiver. Now, my number 3 guy is Samaje Perine, running back for the Cincinnati Bengals, and I'm sorry if I butchered that name. It's a tough one for me for some reason. Joe Mixon got a little banged up with a neck injury this past week, making his status questionable at best for week 14. If Mixon misses time, Perine will see a ton of carries and could easily be a startable running back this week. My number 4 guy is Dontrell Hilliard, running back for the Titans. With the Titans coming off of their bye week, it could be easy to forget that Hilliard turned 13 touches into 17.8 half PPR points in week 12 against the Patriots' stout run defense. Hilliard could have similar success this week going up against the meager Jaguars' run defense. And then finally, my number 5 guy is Tyler Conklin, tight end for the Vikings. Now, I'm using the same reasoning here as with KJ Osborn. Conklin should see more looks, especially in the red zone, with Adam Thielen expected to miss some time, making him a viable option at tight end where there are very few high upside options. Now, let's move into my favorite quarterback and tight end streamers for week 14. My favorite quarterback is Taysom Hill of the Saints. Now, Hill has a banged up finger, but it's not supposed to keep him from playing. While Hill is not a great NFL quarterback, he threw 4 interceptions last week. His reliance on his legs does make him a great fantasy quarterback, and he shouldn't have any problem running against the Jets this week. Now, my number 2 guy for quarterbacks is Cam Newton of the Panthers. Now, the last time that we saw Newton, it was not good. And the Panthers just fired their offensive coordinator, Joe Brady. But the matchup against the Falcons is a good one. And like with Taysom, Cam can do enough with his legs to make up for poor quarterback play. He's definitely worth a flyer if you're desperate for a streaming quarterback. Moving into a couple of tight ends I like for this week. First off, Evan Engram of the Giants. Now, Engram has a good matchup this week going up against the Chargers, who give up plenty of yards to opposing offenses. And he should see plenty of looks considering how banged up the rest of the Giants' weapons are, making him definitely worth a shot. And the other tight end I like this week is Foster Moreau of the Raiders. Moreau could be worth starting if Darren Waller misses another game. And if there is one thing that the Chiefs struggle with defensively, it's giving up points to tight ends. While Moreau disappointed this past week, he could easily rebound this week. Alright guys, so here's a review of my favorite waiver wire ads and my favorite streamers for week 14, so definitely use this as you prepare to set your lineups and make those waiver claims this week. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, drop us a like and a comment, check out our Twitter and our Facebook and interact with us over there, and also check out our other channel, Pretty Smart Sports, where we're talking about all sorts of different sports stuff. But again guys, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.